Hello everyone, welcome to another Thursday live training in the group. I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm gonna bring up the video here in the group to answer all of your questions, look at your comments, and make sure that I'm keeping up with who's joining. Hello Fabi, how are you? Hey Karuna, how are you? Good to see you. How's everything going with the low? Can't wait to hear. Hey Adrienne. Oh, Adrienne joined the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind this week, so I'm so excited. Oh my God, I love seeing everyone who's joining so far. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'm super excited to be talking about this topic today. So today we're talking about 3 ways to maximize your income as a coach and which one I recommend that you make a priority in 2020. I'm gonna share with you what I'm making a priority in 2020. So I just can't wait to share all of this with you. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me well. I think you guys are hearing me okay. Hi, Karuna. Hey, Happy New Year. Love you all. You guys are awesome. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to talk about 3 ways to maximize your income as a coach is because I think so many people think I need to do things so differently in order to make more money. And what I'm going to teach you in this training is that you can actually simplify things and make them easier on you. And that actually makes you more money. It's better just to simplify things and set yourself up for success, because that actually allows your ideal clients to be more clear about how they can work with you and make it easy for them to say yes. Okay, sounds good. Okay, looks like it's the 3 of us, you guys. No, I see Easy joining as well. All right, so tell me, by the way, in the comments, if you have a goal for your income in 2020. Like, give me a number. What is your desire? And 1 year from today, or like December 31st, 2019, what do you want to say that you got in sales? Like in revenue, how much? What is your goal for this year? I'm super, super curious. All right. So the first thing that I want to dive into is the recipe for burnout as a coach and how and why you should avoid it. So here's what I see so many people do, and I talk to coaches in sales calls all the time, and what they tell me is, oh my God, Juliana, like I feel like I'm doing all the things, I'm taking so much action, things are not, like I'm not seeing my bank account grow, I'm putting out offers, I'm creating posts, it's just like I'm doing, and like I'm not seeing the results. And so one of the things that I find that makes people, that happened to me. Like I remember when I was charging, but like not even $500 for my coaching, like was like 2016 and 17 and 15, like a long time ago. And I was charging really low, and I was like just trying to put offers out there, consulting, coaching, this and that. And I was burned out. I was overworking myself. I was just always kind of waking up feeling like I had to try something new every day. Something new, like there was no clear direction. And the core of that was that I was charging so low for my packages that I wasn't like allowing myself to have a thriving business where I would feel taken care of and that where I would have energy to serve my clients. And so one of the biggest, like the recipe for burnout for so many coaches is thinking that, oh, people can't afford me, so I'm just going to charge really low. And what happens is, number one, people start saying no even at your lowest price. And you're like, why are people saying no? That creates the belief that you can raise your prices. Number 2, once you start getting some clients, you realize that you're going to need 20 clients a month in order to be able to live, like pay your bills kind of thing, or meet your financial goals. And number 3, you just feel like you're working all of the time and you don't have time for your family, which is not, or for whatever you want to do. And that is the recipe for burnout, thinking that you need more clients at a lower price point. It's actually the complete opposite. What I found, what the transformation that I had to learn was that it was all in my belief. Like whether I could charge more, it was just all a mindset change, and really like my ability to present the value of my offer to people. Like my ability to know what to say to people in order for them to be like, oh yeah, that's what I need. Like it's all in this all mindset and messaging, right? Like that's how to solve the recipe for burnout. Like really think about, how can I create the deepest level of transformation for my clients? How can I have fewer clients and charge a price point that, it's a stretch for me, but I feel like I can get behind? Like, don't charge $20,000 if you haven't even charged $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, start at $1,000 and then grow to what feels really good, because if you're pushing yourself too far, then you're probably going to freak out and you're going to have more evidence that people don't pay that much, right? And so what's so important is for you to look at your number for the year, right? And we're actually going to do this in the 5-day client attraction sprint next week. But part of what we're going to do is looking at, cool, like how can I maximize my revenue and create the deepest level of impact in my clients by creating a transformational offer where I'm working with less people, but I'm really giving them like everything they need. And I'm creating boundaries for me to be able to make money, have a business, but also have a life, because there are so many people out there that I know of, that I've seen, that are burned out, making 7 figures, multiple 6 figures, but they hate their business, they're burned out, they're like resentful, they want to sell their business, they're like looking for they're just not happy. And I don't want you guys to just think like the more customers at the lower price point, the better. I just need a funnel that gives me 100 customers or $100. Like, it takes so much. I was there. Like, I built funnels for myself that literally did not convert until I worked. And then finally they converted, but like the whole time I was burning myself out and it was just so stressful. So my recommendation to you, if you want to maximize your income in 2020, here's what I want to recommend. Think about what is the 1 or 2 offers that you want to focus on for the year. And create a price point that feels premium to you, which, by the way, we're going to talk about it on Monday, but a price that feels premium to you, that feels good, and that it's not like cheap, right? Like it's premium, and that is going to attract the quality of client that is going to be invested in your programs. Like, if you want to make $10,000 a month, like, you just need to focus on how can I attract, 3 clients a month and make those $10,000? Or how can I just charge $10,000 for my package and just need to focus on 1 client a month, right? Like, make it easier for you to have just a couple of offers that you focus on, and increase the value of your packages by infusing. Your intention is creating more transformation in those packages, not like spreading yourself thin and then having a million people and like your energy is leaking, you're overwhelmed for so many people that need support and you're not charging what you want. So that is and that is always going to be my focus. Like in 2020, that is going to continue to be my focus. So this is the focus that I always want to share with you, because it's what works for me and what works for clients. So let me see your comments. Okay. Karuna says that her goal is $15K per month. That's awesome. So what I would invite you to do is think about what is the one-on-one what is a one-on-one offer that I want to create, and what do I want to charge for that? And then if I just do one-on-one, how many clients a month do you need? Do I need? That's for you. And just divide it. It's like really simple math that actually creates that level of focus where you're not just exhausted throwing spaghetti at the wall, but you have a clear direction and a clear intention as to like, what do you want every single month, right? Maybe it's not just one-on-one. Maybe I recommend that you get fully booked one-on-one first, and then you start creating your group programs, because that's when you get the higher, one-on-one has the highest margins. You get the maximum level of cash flow that makes you feel like, okay, I'm well sustained, I'm good. Now let me expand my impact, expand my income, and create a group program. Like, that's always what has worked for me. Doesn't mean that you can't just create a group program first. You can do that. I'm just saying that what's worked for me and for my clients is to focus on higher cash flow first, and then more impact later. Okay. So that is the first thing, and that is going to be my priority, but I want to share a couple more things with you. Where are my notes? Okay. So, the others, okay. So one thing that I want to say about recipe for burnout, as I said before, that I want to highlight, and which is number 2, which is like a slippery slope that keeps coaches a slippery slope that keeps coaches stuck in playing small, is what I mentioned before, is thinking that you need more clients or that people just can't afford you, instead of focusing on how can I improve my messaging so that I'm communicating the value of what I do in a way that connects and converts with people, that converts clients. And instead of focusing on like, oh, I just need 1 million, like I need to chase the numbers, I need to grow my Instagram to 10K so that I can have this swipe up offer, this swipe up feature, because once I have this swipe up feature, my life's gonna change. Like, it doesn't. I used to have that mentality like, oh, I just need to grow my Instagram following. Oh, I just need to get my Facebook group to like 10,000 and then I'll make money. Like, that is such a thing that keeps people, it's like such a slippery slope. Makes people think like growth of numbers is going to make them money, or like, you know, more people in your sphere, more leads is going to make you more money. And in reality, even if you get more leads, like if I give you 1,000 people, if I give you, 1,000 people and they land on your profile today, will they know what you do? And will they feel compelled to reach out to you? Like, are you clear on that message? Like, after this Facebook Live, go and check your profile. Go and check just start with your profile. Don't mess with your website, right? But just check your profile and look at like, you know, is my message clear here? Am I talking about the things that are going to compel people to reach out to me? Or am I talking about a bunch of things that are cute, maybe are inspirational, but they're not really sharing, like making it clear to people what I help them with, right? It's so simple. So it's this slippery slope of like, I need to grow and make, like, have more numbers or grow my list or grow my impact and get more leads. You can, but what if you focus on the people that you already have access to? What if you focus on the people that are already right now, like at your, like in your sphere of influence? You guys, all of you are sitting on at least $100,000 of money from clients that you already know. Like, you don't need no Facebook ads. You don't need you don't need to pay for any more lead generation, like bots or like Instagram growth hacks. Like, you don't need that. You just need to get really good at communicating the value of what you do in a way that connects with people. You need to have more conversations with people that like, and inspire them to take action, inspire them to get curious about like ways that they can, like, you don't need the complicated stuff. Like, keep it super simple. And so it's so easy for us to think, oh, well, when I grow my numbers, when I get the swipe up option, things will change. Once you get there, you'll be like, why am I not making money? And I have all these like 44,000 followers. Like, one of my clients came to me and she has like over 40,000 followers. And she was like, I'm not making any money. I need help. I'm like, you have a lot of people. Like, why are you not making money? And we had to fix her messaging. And now she is working with, like, she's fully booked with one-on-one clients who pay her premium packages. And she's a life coach. And she didn't have to grow her audience. In fact, her audience, like, she's not focusing on like attracting more followers. She's just working with the people that she has right now. So it's so important that you guys, if at any point you think this year, I need to grow my Instagram like following so that I get more sales, catch those thoughts, because they are a slippery slope. Like, nothing wrong with growing your audience and your impact and getting featured and like increasing your visibility, like participating in podcasts or get interviewed, like create strategic partnerships that like increase your visibility, but don't get caught in like the things like, my Facebook ads will give me all the clients. They won't. If your message is broken, your ads are not going to work. Trust me. All right. Neve question. I love that question. Can you repeat what did I say that you thought that was a good question? Sometimes I just say things and I'm like, and then people are like, that was so good. I'm like, what was it? Okay. Awesome. So let me know, give me a little emoji in the comments if this is resonating and if you're having any like questions about it. And if you're thinking to yourself, I already know this, Juliana, you've said it before, or I've heard somebody say it before. I want you to reflect and ask yourself, like, are you doing it? Are you doing what I'm saying? Like, if you think you already know this stuff, good, but are you doing it? Because if you're not doing it, start there. I used to be the type of person that would sit around and like, you know, at events or like Facebook Lives or whatever and be like, I already know that. But then I was not doing it. And I started doing it and things changed. So go do it. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk about is a simple way to elevate your connection, credibility, and cash in less time. So this is not going to be good news to some people, but I want to tell you a couple of ways you can do this. I'm not even going to give you one way. There are a couple of ways that you can increase like the connection that you have with your current audience, like not just focusing on more numbers, but creating a deeper level like of impact with the current people that you have in your network, increase your credibility and increase your cash. So one of the things I see people do that is it works against them is they decide that they're going to go in one direction and then they make this big fuss about it and they announce it and they're like, woohoo, like this is where I'm going in 2020 or 19, whatever. Or this month, like I'm changing, niches and I'm so connected to this new direction. And so everybody's like, whoa, yay, awesome. And then like 2 months later, they're like, actually, now I'm going in a new direction. And so, the other, I was just not sure about it. And then like 5 months later, they're like, and now I'm going in a new direction. Like, you are not increasing your credibility or your cash or your connection with your people when you are changing your mind every freaking 3 months. I'm sorry to tell you. I know a lot of people that are going to watch this. They'll be like, oh, don't tell me that. You're so like close-minded. No, I'm not close-minded. I'm just being honest with you. And I know so many people out there are like, you get to do whatever you want. You get to be a unicorn and do whatever you want and sprinkle your magic with being multi-passionate in so many ways. Like, listen, I'm multi-passionate. I have so many passions. Like, I'm not just a one-sided kind of person. Like, I have so many different sides of me. Like, I'm super spiritual, but I'm also like, I like luxury stuff. I love being like in deep meditation, and then I love going to freaking like music festivals. I love like going deep in marketing, but I'm also like laughing about the silliest shit ever. Like, I'm so many different things. I'm super passionate about mindset and subconscious beliefs, but like I know my lane. My lane is like what I help people with is I help you with your messaging. I help you attract premium clients. I help you create a deep level of belief in yourself where you're always magnetizing people to you. And that's my lane. I'm not changing my mind. And some people ask me like, what do you do over the past few years to grow your business? Like, what is the secret? You don't have ads? And you guys, I just have to tell you that my secret is just staying in my lane and not changing my mind and just knowing that, like, having my back in what I decide. Because when you do that, not a lot of people decide to have their own back. People change their minds all the time. And so when somebody is consistent and is solid in their direction, how do you experience that? Like, how do you experience people who are solid in what they talk about, in what they believe in the results that they get their clients? Like, you probably experience that as somebody you can trust, right? You experience that person as somebody who is an expert, as somebody who is like always, kind of like immersed in what they're doing. So you're gonna be open to, if they charge you 5 figures for their package, you're like, I know you're the expert. I know you're my person. Yeah. Like, this is your jam. But if you're the type of person who's changing your mind all the time, number one, you're not letting people catch up with whatever you're up to. And that is going to hurt your cash flow. It's going to hurt your impact. It's going to confuse your audience. And so my recommendation and like my invitation is that you decide you're going to go in one direction, and you know that no matter what, you can make it work. Because the belief that happens in your mind when you want to change your mind is like, I just don't think that this is the right thing. I don't think that I can make it work. I think that the grass is greener somewhere else. That's what happens, right? I've been there, trust me, right? And so what happened, that's just a belief. When you believe, I don't think that I can make it work. I don't think that this is the right niche. I'm going to change. You're coming from a place of disbelief that you can make it work. And you can be successful in any niche. You can be successful without a niche. It doesn't matter. What it matters is that you believe that you can be successful in it, and that you have your own back. You believe in you, in your offer, and the ability to, and your client's ability to get results. those are the beliefs that we need to work on. If you're changing your mind all the time, because when people change their mind all the time, it's because they just have some belief like, I just don't want to, I'm afraid of missing out. I'm afraid of missing out. And you're missing out so much more by shifting directions. You're not allowing your audience to catch up. You're breaking the trust in them. It's like when a boyfriend tells you, hey, I'm going to do one thing. Like, I'm going to take the trash out for the next 3 months every day. And then they're like, actually, sorry, I couldn't. I couldn't be bothered. You're like, can I trust you? You know, you said you're going to do something, but can I trust you? Or when he's like, you know, I don't know, whatever promise a boyfriend makes, and then they break it. How does that make you feel? You know? So you have to put yourself in the shoes of your audience, and remember that if you want to increase your cash flow, your credibility, and your connection with your audience, it's actually really easy. It's so easy. It's just by staying consistent with your message. It's just by staying consistent in you showing up, inspiring them to believe in themselves as it relates to what you help them with. And just make sure that you don't have a million things that you're always like offering, but you just stay in your lane. It's like, you will see the compound effect and how much money that will make you. And like, literally, you don't even, like, it's made me so much money just to stay in my lane. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. Neve said, if I send you 1,000 people today, would they land on your profile and know exactly how you serve them? Like, it's such a good question to always think about. Like, do an audit on your profile consistently, right? Like, I teach my clients to do not a profile makeover, but just like grooming your profile. And you basically just go and look at this is my house, like this is my face on the internet, right? And so if I want to attract clients, like, am I making it easy for them to see what I do and how I help them, right? It doesn't mean that you're like making an offer every day, right? Or you can if you want to, but obviously you want to deliver value and you want to create a relationship first, and you want to deliver different levels of different types of content. But are you clear on your tagline? Are you clear on the kind of content that you're posting? Like, or are you one of those people that just shares somebody else's content all the time, or like quotes and random like cat videos? Like, you can sprinkle some of that, but like, you have to be a thought leader and show up, create, this is how I want to say it, creating the narrative for your business. Like, if you want people to believe something about you, if you want people to think about you in a certain way, it's in your hands to do that. And you do that when you have a clear message, right? Like, if you want people to buy photography, then you have to tell people about all the amazing things that photography can unlock in your life, like a great photo session, whatever. You know, like, you can just let them figure it out, because people are too busy and they don't have enough time. They don't have time to figure out your message. Like, you need to figure that out, right? All right. Fabi says, such a great reminder. Whoop, whoop. And then Casey says, thank you for saying this. It's all about taking action. Yes, definitely. Okay. One more thing about a simple way to elevate your connection. Let's see. I had some notes here. Okay. Another way once you have attracted the client, another way to increase your level of connection with your client, increase the level of credibility as you have already this client, and make more cash and create a deeper level of impact with your clients is to make sure that you create a package that is at a higher investment. Again, what I mentioned before, something that stretches you, but it's not something that you don't get behind, obviously. But create a package or an offer where you are really giving it all to your clients. And the reason why I want to talk about this, and I really want to highlight it, I know it sounds like, oh, it's not that groundbreaking, but you guys, if you're not getting the results that you want, are you implementing this? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because one of the things that I'm super proud of sharing with you guys is that majority of my, not majority, but like a good portion of my income comes from people who want to sign up with me again and again and again. And that doesn't really happen often in the coaching industry. I've been told, I've seen. I mean, I haven't signed up with many coaches like over and over again. And so for me, when I have clients that sign up with me over and over again, I know that that's a good effect. Like, I'm creating a really quality connection with my clients. And so what I want to share with you is that you don't need to attract more and more and more and more clients. If you actually just look at how many clients do I have now, and how can I always make sure that I'm delivering an epic experience and creating the opportunity for them to grow with me together. And it doesn't matter if you are in business or in health or relationships. Like, I literally just re-sign up with my relationship coach for another 6 months. Like, I'm going to do that today. And we've already been working for 3 months, and we're continuing to work on our relationship, me and my boyfriend, right? But it's because there is an opening that she created for us to continue working on it. Same thing with business. If you're a business coach, like for me, I'm a marketing consultant and I help my clients with marketing, but there's always new levels that my clients can go. Like, one of my clients signed up with me when he was at $100,000, then he went to 300, now we're going to 7 figures, right? So it's so important that you focus on the longevity of your clients, and you do that simply by offering an epic experience and by delivering like the results that they're looking for, right? And you do that just simply by standing in your expertise, having confidence in yourself, in your ability to deliver results, and being a really good coach. Meaning, don't just buy the stories people have about why they can get results. Like, you want to call people out on their bullshit, like, period. I think that so many coaches are so afraid to tell the truth to their clients. And of course, you have to do it in a loving way, but you just have to think about, I learned this from one of my mentors, Stacy Smith. She says, like, you have to be willing to risk the relationship, both in your sales calls. She talks about it in the context of sales calls, but I also have implemented it in my business in the context of a client. Like, I'm willing to challenge my clients and help them expand their perspective and their ability to see themselves the way that I see them. Because the way that I see my clients, I see them as limitless. Like, I know they can step into that vision, right? Because listen, if I did the kind of thing I've done in my business, I know anyone can, because I have so many limiting beliefs, right? And so I've learned to see myself in the light of, like, I know I can do this. I just need to get to work. And so with my clients, I do the same thing, and that requires me to challenge them to become their future self and to think like the 7-figure owner that they will be. Like, what would your future self tell you right now? Like, are you acting in alignment with what your future self will do? Right? And we get to coach on it. And then sometimes they have blind spots and I call them on it. But that is what makes them feel like I'm expanding their ability to become who they want to be. And that creates that deeper level of connection with you, because it's like, I have their back. I'm their business partner. I'm locking arms with them together and we're going together. And it's like, I'm their business partner in their business. You know what I mean? And so what happens when you have somebody, like, it's so hard to find that. So if you become that in health, in relationships, in whatever you do, if you become in photography, like me and my photographer, like, we are soulmates. Like, I'm never leaving her. But it's because she just created such an amazing experience for me that, like, she raised her prices 3 times and I'm like, I'm paying you, girl. Like, I don't care. You're amazing. And so it's so important that we focus not just on new clients, but like, how can I serve my clients at a deeper level now? Okay. All right. Now, they say that's a really great point. Every one of my brand photography clients plans their next shoot when they see their photos. So good. It's so important. All right. And Alyssa says, I love Stacey Smith. Yeah, she's dope. She's dope. Okay, cool. So if this resonated with you guys, I want to invite you to join the 5-day client attraction sprint, which we start on Monday. It's a challenge that we're going to do over the next week. And the intention of the challenge is really to help you clarify your offer, clarify your message, and help you see how you can attract premium clients. Like, how do you attract premium clients? Not just any client, but clients that are willing to pay you premium for your packages. That is what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to share with you my personal process of how I've been able to, like, last month, I was able to make just more than $100,000, $104,000 just in sales, and 80K collected. And my income kept increasing over the course of the year. And I just want to share with you my personal process. And it's really simple, and you all can implement it. So I'm going to be teaching that next week. have you enrolled? And I don't have you enrolled because it's free, but have you joined? Let me know in the comments. Give me a yes if you have, give me a no if you haven't. And if you want the link, I'm happy to link it over to you. And I'm super excited for it because, I mean, I can tell you a little bit about what we're doing, like every single day. Let's see. Day one, we're going to be talking about what high end looks like for you. So I'm going to share with you my process to always, how I set myself up for success when I do goal setting. And I just keep it so simple and I just simplify it so that I'm not just like having a million goals or a million things to think about. It's just a very simple way that helps me get my energy behind it is super clear for me. And I believe that I can have that goal even though it's stretching. So I'm going to share with you my process for how I set my goals every month. Day two, we're going to talk about how to simplify your offers, how to streamline that, and in a way that's going to speak to premium clients. Because there are clients and then there are premium clients. And premium clients, they're willing to invest when some things are in place. So I'm going to share with you as a premium client, like, I invest at a high level. Like, I don't really ever invest in anything that's less than like 5 figures, 4 figures. And I've invested like $55,000 I've invested a lot of money, and I'm always invest from a premium perspective because I know that I want to get premium service. And so I want to share with you, and my clients invest in me in the same way. So I want to share with you what are some of the differences between like premium offers that speak to clients who are premium and offers that are not going to speak to those people. Then we're going to talk about your message. We're going to talk about how to create a message that compels people to reach out to you. I'm going to give you some ways that you can work on presenting the value of what you do in a way that connects with people. Like, how do you justify investing $8,000 in relationship coaching? How do you not justify, but how do you justify it? How, as a relationship coach, for example, how would you sell the value of that? So I'm going to teach you how to do that. And then we're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about, I can't give you everything I teach in my program about sales, but I'm definitely going to give you stuff that I teach in my program. And you can go and implement this so that you know how to enroll premium clients consistently. Okay. So tell me in the comments. Okay. So everyone who said yes, I'm going to send you the link. Everyone who said yes, you are already enrolled. Never mind, or signed up. If you want the link, let me know in the comments. I'm so excited. And if you guys have any other questions about anything that I shared today, let me know because I wanna clarify any questions in the challenge next week. So this is your time to drop any questions in the comments. I'm gonna be checking. Anything you want me to talk about inside the challenge, like what is present for you right now? We're starting 2020. What are some of the things that you really are struggling with right now, or that you want support around, that you would love clarification, that would make a big difference for you? Because I want to deliver that inside the challenge, okay? So I love you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you on Monday. Mwah. Bye.